Without question, Jimmie Johnson is one of the greatest NASCAR drivers in the history of the sport. But as of 2019, it's been tough at the 48 camp lately, slowly but surely hitting rock bottom considering the past 2 seasons. So for the next few projects, I'm going to do Johnson's NASCAR career throughout his time and era so far. As you can tell by the title, this video will focus on how he started racing in the first place and how he became a racer right from the get-go. With that being said, let's get to it. It all began in the year 1980 when a 4-year-old Jimmie Johnson raced motorcycles. Few years later, he won the 60cc class championship, having an injured knee. Shortly thereafter, he made his move to the Mickey Thompson Entertainment Stadium Racing Series, where he won more awards and trophies. He was also an ESPN reporter in the Short Course Off-Road Drivers Association, or SODA for short. Few more years would go by, and Johnson raced for Herzog Motorsports in off-road trucks following the 1996 season. 1 year later, he would find himself in SODA's Class 8, which is a racing series that involves 2-wheel drive trophy trucks, which contain 800 horsepower. Fun fact, he battled multiple SODA champion Scott Taylor and NASCAR driver Brendan Gaughan for the title that year. In 1998, Johnson made the switch from dirt to asphalt, having to participate and enter the American Speed Association, or ASA. His award was a pole position at Anderson Speedway and Rookie of the Year honors that year. During this time, his NASCAR career was just beginning, participating in only 3 selected races in the NASCAR Busch Grand National Series for Tad Gischicter and Mike Curb. His best finish was a 15th at Gateway. He also led his first 10 laps in a NASCAR stock car on that particular day. Then, in 1999, Jimmie Johnson would find victory lane in the ASA division. Twice, along with 11 top 5s, 16 top 10s, 3 pole awards, and an average finish of 7.2. This would also be the year he ran 5 races in the Busch Series, scoring only 1 top 10, located in Milwaukee. The only race he led laps was a Sam's Town 250 at Memphis, leading 22 out front and finishing P12 when the race concluded. And it turns out in all 5 of those starts, Jimmie was racing for his former team from the SODA division, Herzog Motorsports. Coincidence? I certainly think so. Then the next year in 2000, he would stay with the team. This time, he ran full-time, scoring 6 top 10 finishes, along with 1 DNQ, which was the season opener at Daytona. The highlight of Jimmie Johnson's 2000 Busch Series season that fans remember most was this scary moment.
Oh, jeez. Is that the 92?
That is a big hit.
I think that's the 92. He was... Oh, man.
Yellow's out.
It better be. Is the window net down?
He's moving.
Whoa, something broke. Something broke in the car. Oh, my God. Something broke in the car.
Entering the first turn at Watkins Glen, his brakes failed and pounded the styrofoam blocks and the guardrail head-on. Believe it or not, he climbed out of the car okay and just fine. At season's end, he ranked 10th in the standings and had an average finish of 19.5. We now hit 2001, where he started the season strong with an impressive 5th in his first try at the high banks of Daytona. This would also be the year he would finally get the job done as he broke through with the win at Chicagoland.
No pressure from behind. 5 seconds back to Mike Skinner, the second place car. White flag is out. One more lap to go.
Driver, I've been waiting a long time to tell you that. One more lap. Let's be smooth. Let's be smooth. Off that gas now. Off that gas easy. Boys don't have a damn thing to worry about.
I tell you what, this town is not safe with a Rambo in victory
One
lane.
corner before we start doing all that.
25-year-old Jimmie Johnson from Sussex, Wisconsin, in his 58th NASCAR Busch Series start, will take the first ever checkered flag at Chicagoland Speedway.
That's right, you are a man! You are a man!
And a great call that was. Come on out, Jimmie, celebrate this win. Oh no, Tony's going to get on top of the car. They're both going to get up there together. And how appropriate after the call that Tony Liberati made that he gets up on top of the car as well. As Gatorade flies everywhere. Let's get him down from up there. Jump on down here. First of all, tell us about that. Oh, there he is. Big hug from Dad. Tell us about that two-tire stop.
We practiced it in happy hour, and it worked good. We were a little tight when we did it, and we knew we needed to free it up a little bit more. Rambo did an awesome job on the pit call, and boy, came out. I just can't say enough for Excedrin. I'm losing my breath here. Randy and Stan Herzog, my family at home, my girlfriend Jessica, Goodyear, everybody involved. This is awesome.
Spoiler alert, this would be his only victory in his Busch Series career. When the year came to a close, Johnson's stats are this: 1 win, 4 top 5s, 9 top 10s, led 136 laps in the lead, and had an average finish of 16.2, ranking 8th in the standings. With Jimmie's driving style during the course of the 2001 season, Rick Hendrick would take notice and would sign him a ride, co-owned by Jeff Gordon, FYI, to drive the number 48 Lowe's Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series, where it all began. He made 3 starts late in the season, which were located at Lowe's Motor Speedway, aka Charlotte Motor Speedway, Homestead Miami Speedway, as well as Atlanta. Ken Hose was the crew chief on top of the pit box, and the team would finish 39th, 25th, and 29th. Yeah, kinda not a good start to Jimmie's Winston Cup career, but here's what it is. The stats don't lie. But I think it's best if I stop here, because in the next year, in 2002, things really get interesting. So that'll do it for this video. I thank you for spending your time watching from start to finish. I'm signing off. Stay tuned for Part 2, well, technically Part 1, since the prologue kind of doesn't count. This was kind of an idea to see, you know, how Jimmie began his race career, how it got to the Winston Cup Series and whatnot. But all that aside, yeah, stick around, as in the next part, I will talk about his 2002 season going up. And that's all I'm going to say. So until then, I'm signing off. And until next time, have a good one. Peace out.